Ghost Adventures had done that. Every paranormal team would be using it.
They're running around with cameras and then all of a sudden something gets thrown, but the camera's facing that way.
That's what it is.
That's it.
That's on the wall at the bottom.
That's that camera moving. Never actually released that picture.
But every hair standing on your body because you're looking at it. You haven't heard something.
They were hiding people there that shouldn't have been there.
And it's exciting times, I think, for what's coming in season 2. Done 3 or 4 other investigations that have never made it onto our episodes because, well, either we've not been back that many times or we just haven't got anything to show. But we went to St Gabriels, didn't we? And we lost the footage on that.
Yeah, we had loads of stuff.
I had a ladder move, me and him, and the walls are getting banged behind him.
And we found a secret room. It's got no windows, no doors, just one little hatch that we're going to go down now with the pitch black, me and Lee.
What do you think it is, Rock? Just a cellar?
To tell you the truth, I haven't got any idea. It's a room that really shouldn't be.
I mean, there's no steps. Why would it be there? It just doesn't make sense.
No.
There's a cellar downstairs where you think they would store like food, whatever. That doesn't make sense. This is like a, I don't know, say it was an office. Why? That doesn't make sense. Trapdoor. Because it's obviously been hidden.
Well, we're going to find out.
Well, that's it. Get yourselves down there.
Off we go. You two doing a low visual. Me and Sean are going to go off in different parts of the building. Nervously?
No.
Yeah, giving the thing some stick.
You're not scared at all?
No.
That's proper round hole when you look at the brickwork, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been done. It's been done for a purpose.
Yeah.
That's been put in.
Marking the wall down there.
It's alright, we'll figure it out when we get down there. Right, that's the camera.
Surprised you can fit down there.
Whatever.
I wouldn't think
Right.
Oh, we found down there.
Why?
Real bad. That also going up.
Like what?
Flipping
Flipping it. Hang on a minute, Lee, before you come up.
Well,
That's
you got
bad down there.
what you wanted.
Real bad banging, all sorts. Pretty bad place, yeah. Terrible.
Really think?
Yeah, terrible.
Summer here, isn't there?
Wait till you see the footage of the ladder movers. There's a bang on the wall down that side, like something was
More
in the
than
room with us. For about 3 or 4 bangs, and then in the hole on the wall on that side, we heard springs,
Banging.
like a bed spring, like a metal spring opening.
I know what you mean. Like
Right down there.
Oh
The
my
ladder
Ladder
moved.
moved, and you can see the marks on the ceiling where it's moved.
It's like all dust on the
But I'm
wall,
saying
like,
if I trod on
it's
something-
marked like it's down.
Have I trod on something to make it move? But it went round it,
No
there's nothing
chance,
on it.
mate. No chance.
Go on, what are you going to say?
There's a mark on the ladder. The ladder's up against the wall, all dirt on the wall. You can clearly see where the ladder's gone across. It's made a scratch mark. Like
Really?
that.
Just
Yeah.
like...
I'm stood here filming that wall because it's making the banging. As I'm stood like that, the ladder goes, and I'm like,
Loads of stuff. It wasn't just one thing. It was over and over again. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
There
it was
was one
loads of
thing over.
stuff.
That's no
We're not even fully dark yet.
no, no.
Like,
Well,
it's not,
it is.
yeah, but,
It is, yeah.
yeah, but it could...
That's what it is.
That's it.
That's on the wall at the bottom.
That's it.
That's up against the wall.
We did that when we were coming down the stairs
That's what I was
before.
doing when we were upstairs. The room that
That's
you two
it.
were in didn't make any sense because it was in the middle, it was on the second floor, in the middle of one of the rooms, and it just went down. It was like a hole in the floor, wasn't it? A hatch. But when we went down into the cellar, you couldn't see where that room was. It made no sense.
I looked for it, we couldn't find it.
It was like it's a hiding place or something,
Yeah.
years ago when they...
Yeah.
That's what I reckon.
When they hid from...
Like a stash.
Yeah, I
They
reckon
all,
that.
for some reason, put stuff down there, well, maybe got in there.
They were
themselves.
hiding people there that shouldn't have been there. We hid from an outside light for 3 hours thinking it was security.
Yeah. When you two went into that, it was almost like a front bit, wasn't it, where it started being bulldozed down. You two went in there and I stayed outside because we'd just done the nursery and I was taking pictures and I saw a grey figure walk past one of the doors.
Yeah, we had that
If we
medium.
can get hold of Kat, her name was, if we can get hold of her, she did us the reading, didn't
Yeah,
she?
and
She
she
actually
said-
mentioned a grey
Yeah.
She mentioned it actually a few hours
grey
after.
lady, was it?
Yeah,
And we
that's
did
not-
everything we could to not show the location we were at. We sent her some pictures which were just the fireplace, and us against a wall,
No,
no front door, no building.
No identifying
and she come back with
Well,
that.
that reading was after she seen that anyway. Sarah had already seen that before we got the reading. We got the reading like towards the end of the night.
Yeah, crazy place. But a good one when we were down the basement. For a bit, when you look at the footage, it's a bit chaotic.
That's somebody coming
You
in,
two are
surely.
convinced that somebody in that building.
I went chasing something down that hallway when we were downstairs.
Door shut. What?
Oh
Door shut.
my
Door.
God.
That's the main door, isn't it?
Further round.
Oh God, this is real Jesus.
Who's going?
But those horrible over there, isn't it?
Someone spoke.
I can hear it. This has gone from a...
This has gone from a
I
nice
don't know if I like
investigation.
this.
to
That's
I mean, you
stomach's
three,
gone.
right, listen, you three are behind a pillar, and I'm stood.
Been a few places that haven't been. We went to Denby with Urbex with Taffy, and
Yeah, that was ace.
that was really good. We need to go back there.
Yeah, I want to do that again.
I want to do that again.
Well, I didn't have a clue where I was going. I didn't, but now after I've looked it up, some of the places there look really good. There's a bit underneath where they apparently dragged the bodies around and stuff.
Scary place because it is really dangerous in there. I remember going up on that third floor, and I've been with a torch and been with my camera and not realised, and then stopped and thought, shit, there's a,
It's dangerous.
200
That
foot
one's
drop.
really bad for that. Well, that one has a doorway,
And then it'll
and then
just drop.
there's nothing on the other
stuff in
side,
there.
so you actually will walk through the door because you're not looking.
Even the
And then it's
tunnels
straight down.
outside. We actually looked at the tunnels from above the tunnels, looking down. It's just like a piece of concrete gone, and you could just go whoomp straight down into the tunnel.
It is really dangerous. We obviously don't want anybody to do it. That's why we do it.
No.
But I had nightmares for weeks after that with that drop. We've done some good places over the last 12 months, I think. And we've got some really good evidence. And that's another thing we didn't mention as well, is in the latest video, well actually it's a part 1, we got that camera moving. That camera was being tucked.
Yeah,
That's really good.
That's really,
That's as
we're
good as it
all
gets, that is.
On camera.
we're all on camera.
Yeah.
You two are right next to it and you
Yeah,
don't
but
even
it like
notice
moves
it.
a little bit and then it goes...
It's well good, that is, mate. That's good. Like I said, it's the only time when we're all completely on camera. No one can say shit on that one. That's
No,
it.
that's it.
You know what I mean?
It's there, and none of us noticed at the time. You can clearly see me in the background, Leah's to the side, and Rocky's just below the field of view. Look how it moves twice in a tugging-like motion away from us. Watch the replays again. Looking back at the footage, you know what I think is, for me, because we got the child spirit coming through on the spirit box, when you look at that, if you know anything about cameras, it's not dragged from the top.
No, someone's pulled
It's
it from the leg
pulled
at the
from the
bottom.
bottom.
Definitely.
Definitely the way it moves,
Yeah.
it's pulled from the bottom of that tripod.
You couldn't pull it from the top, could you? Tip over. Or...
Well, yeah, it is crazy because you two were there and it moves away from it. If it moved
We're backing
towards you,
up.
anybody could have said, you two, you grabbed it off camera. But you two couldn't have physically done that.
No.
You couldn't have grabbed it and pushed it the other way. It would have tipped over. It's
I'm
been
hoping
pulled.
people think, well, now, give us a bit of credit now, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm hoping, you know...
With all the cameras we
At
try and
first.
put up, we can't.
Well,
You
that's it,
can't
yeah.
fill a place full of
What do you want to
cameras.
do
I mean,
with it?
we're filming now with 5 cameras everywhere we go. We can't get any
Ghost
more
dog. No.
to show you that what we're doing is
we're doing
real.
it as good as you know what I mean? I'm hoping people actually... Well, reading the comments, it's looking like people give us a bit of credit now.
Yeah, they realise that we're not faking. What's
Yeah.
the point? We all enjoy what we do. We spend, like I say, we spend 3, 4, 5, 15 nights we spend at Alsage
If we're going to
Court.
fake it, we just do one night and fake it all in one night.
Once you do that, that's it. You've
Ability's
just bummed
gone.
yourself, haven't you? That's it, you're done.
In fact, I try and talk, when stuff's going on, I'm going, hold on a minute, it could be that, it could be that.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to talk, because out of being paranormal, not actually
But
saying
that's good. I like that you're like that, especially Woolton Hall. Oh my God, where we saw that figure. You calmed us down. You did calm
No,
us
I've
down.
seen your faces, I knew you'd seen something.
Yeah,
Well,
we
that
were
was
we
as
were
bad
going.
as it gets. You know what I mean? I probably would have gone on that one.
We were going, weren't we? And it's funny because John had said to us earlier in the night, now you are going to stay all night, aren't you? Because people don't stay all night. And we were like, yeah, we've never gone out of
Yeah.
anywhere. But at that moment, when I saw that, my head's telling me that doesn't exist.
Were you really ready for
I was going.
walking out? I thought you
I
were
was
just
going.
saying
No,
that.
I was going.
Yeah, he was close to us, mate. Like shadow figure.
Yeah.
I was ready to go, yeah.
Yeah. Your head's telling you, and science is telling you, that doesn't exist. What you've just seen doesn't exist. If I'd seen it on my own, I'd have gone, it's a trick of the light, my eyes are getting used to the dark, could have been anything. But because we saw it together, and we were both face on it. We weren't to the side. It wasn't like just seeing something in the corner of our eyes. We were both straight faced on it, and he could confirm everything that I could confirm. Scared the living shit out of me. Oh my God, what was that?
Did you see it?
Did you see it?
Yeah.
See what?
That
shadow
went across that way.
Went that way.
Mate, that was horrible.
Went that way to that way. That was horrible.
That was well bad.
Door didn't move.
Walked past the window, he walked
No,
straight. It didn't even open the door.
It was dead quick, mate. You know, when you hear something, you get that little thing down your neck.
Yeah, but I'd be like, if I'd seen that, I'd be
100
like...
times we think of every hair stand on your body because you're looking at it. You haven't heard something, something's
I know,
just
yeah,
walking
but
away.
I'd
You're
be
looking
like...
at this thing, mate. That means every hair stands on
Mate, that's great, but come on. I need to see a full apparition.
It was.
It
that's what I
was.
mean.
No, I mean like I'm talking to you and then all of a sudden you're gone.
Photo.
I
don't
think
mean a
you
black
would've got
figure, I mean...
That's my goal.
That'd be great, and I'd be like, show me yourself in a whole...
I understand what you're saying, but you tell me now, what did we see then?
shadow figure.
It wasn't just a shadow.
There's no way it was a shadow. There was nothing to cast a
See,
shadow
when
for
you look
one.
at
I
this,
looked at all
when
of
you
that.
look at this and your shadow on
Wasn't
there,
that sort of shadow
it
anyway.
wasn't. It was black and black. We were in pitch black. It was black and black. It was a silhouette of
It wasn't a
person.
shadow, it was out of the wall though.
Yeah, it wasn't against the wall. It was.
You know a shadow, mate.
I've seen
Shadow's
it, yeah.
a shadow, isn't it? This
It
one
was-
was a shadow. It was
No.
like shadow colour, yeah, but
It
know
was
what I mean?
black, but it was.
That'd be good, but I
it
still
was
need to
3D.
see... I'd still need to see a full-blown apparition of a clear
Well, I hope that you
spirit
see
standing in
that.
front of me.
Yeah,
So do
I
I.
hope you see that, but I hope that you're standing next to us, or I don't think we would have got that on camera.
I will do sooner or later.
My belief is that if we had been filming that
It
doorway,
wouldn't have happened.
it wouldn't have happened. That corridor had been, when we first went in with John, I
Been the
said,
focus of everything.
I said to Rocky, did you hear that? He said no. And I'd heard something that was on that corridor. Then you'd gone up to do B-roll and you thought it was us two mucking about.
Oh, that door
and that
rattled.
door
I
was
was
rattling.
I was gone.
Yeah, and
As
then,
sceptical as I am when that door rattles. When the door rattles next to your ear here and there's no windows open or nothing, it goes...
Sarah?
Everything that was happening all led into that one corridor.
yeah, you'd seen that shadow figure at the start of the night.
I
you
seen
know,
something
so
lean out. I thought I seen something lean out. I can't...
We're going
It
back
happened
there.
that fast, I can't say whether I
I
seen
mean,
it or
when we
not.
go back there, we'll hammer that corridor. Nothing's
I
going to
want
move
to
Yeah,
that
we
corridor.
know.
We'll have
everything
camera
down
on
that corridor.
every door. Nothing can move
I want
that
every
corridor.
alarm, every camera, everything on that
Hammer
door.
it, yeah.
Because I know what I saw. And not only that, we tried to debunk everything that we do, and you could say that door was wind. We did look for wind. We couldn't find anything that would make that wind, but we watched it today, me and you, that episode again, and you see that door very controlly stop.
Stops. Wind
And
can't
then
stop a
very
door. and then-
controlly open again. But it stops in the middle. It doesn't shut all the way too.
No, I know.
And the bit where the REM pod goes off as well.
Rocky.
Nice, good.
Thank you so much.
Grandpa.
In there. It opens ever so slightly and the REM pod goes off and then it shuts again. But we hadn't noticed that at the time.
No.
Thank you.
That when you made me scream when we were putting the REM pod out in that
Door
door.
banged and you
Yeah,
jumped.
right behind me.
That
like.
was about 10 minutes after we'd seen that figure then.
No, Rocky,
I mean, look, we always say we're never going to run, but sometimes
Yeah, and I would
when
say,
it's
don't
like
you
that,
two
it
run.
you just can't
It's
help
an
it when
instant
it's like that.
reaction.
Yeah, you
Of
just do
course
it.
it
You stop straight away, like
we
2
were
minutes
still
later.
reeling about what we'd just seen.
Yeah.
But I will say that is the only time since and before that's ever happened that me and him have even screamed. We don't
You
scream.
bound to. I don't think many people wouldn't. It was right. It was there.
there.
Like, you know what I mean? I was
And
bent
we've just
over
seen a
doing
shadow
I don't
figure.
think people realise how dark it is as well. We are in pitch black.
in a
yeah.
haunted place. Like, what do we expect you
Yeah.
to do? You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
a
when you
great
sit there and have a
combination,
cup of
innit?
tea, are you? With it when
No.
it slams next to you, you're going to shit your
When
pants,
you
aren't
look at it on these night vision cameras, it's only the infrared light that's making everything lit up. We're seeing at the end of our hands, literally, can't we? We can
Sometimes
just
not
see-
even that.
No.
I tell you what I do want to bring up as well. On the widow's cottage, on the first one, when we're upstairs in the attic, and you two were talking about Tesla coil, and I picked up on the camera that we heard some sort of mumbling.
Up on Jacob's ladders.
No way.
I think it was me and him.
Yeah, it's one of us doing that when it does.
You went, zzz, and then I think I went. Zzz.
So I can definitely imagine me doing that.
I think I remember
one of
myself
us
doing
would have
it,
done,
yeah.
So we
One of
debunking
us
that
has.
then now.
I think
Definitely.
so.
Because I think that even if it wasn't you two, just the mere fact that you think you might have done it
I think
debunks
we should
everything.
get rid of it definitely, just on the off chance, because we both agree one of us.
Yeah,
really,
100%. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think
definitely.
we should get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
very difficult when you're looking back through stuff though. I mean, obviously the real obvious ones like screams and REM pods going off. Well, we know that we're not screaming again because you did it during editing.
Yeah.
But when we put it out, put it together, that you said.
Yeah.
I think it.
When I
might be
heard
one
it,
of
when
us.
it went onto the thingy, it clicked.
Yeah, I tell you what was a good one as well. Poltergeist Farmhouse with the laser.
Them alarms going off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
a
good, that
brilliant
was.
You
night.
go, "Ding."
Yeah, but it didn't just do it once.
And then his sensor would go off. The light sensor would go off.
Are you not happy that this house is being demolished?
Oh, whoa.
That's cool.
Hang on, I need to turn the...
Cool.
So, just to
And I
know...
thought it's the infrared lights hitting the sensor on the laser. And I thought maybe that's tripping the alarm and making it think that something's broke the light. She got a handful of cocoa pots and dropped them like that.
Yeah.
And it didn't go off.
We tried that. We tried dust. We tried everything. But we even went to the extreme of saying, "Oh, maybe it could have been a bug." But again, there's no bugs on the camera. But a bug would have been too quick. And you've got to also, let's say there was a bug in that building. It's got to exactly go through where that exact beam was.
You'd have to walk through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I think got me on that is you said, "Oh, they're going to be knocking this building down. How do you feel about it?" Bing, those things
Yeah.
went off.
Apparently so, I believe this building will be getting demolished within the next year, and 10 houses are being built up, so if you've got something you'd like to say, now's your time.
Oh my God.
And then we heard something downstairs and we all went downstairs. That was another house that led us.
Out, down.
It's almost like it wanted us to...
And again, in that place, we put the spirit box on the thing and it starts mimicking it, mine and his voice.
That's something I can't really can't get my head around.
I can't
all the
explain
other
that.
thing I can't get my head around a lot of the stuff we've seen, but that
It's weird,
that
isn't
was
it?
a sound. You know what I mean? That's
It's mine and your voice.
It's the way it was spoken. That's exactly how
it's
you
how
two
we
speak.
talk. Yeah. I
that's
don't
it.
know what that is.
It's
No.
weird, isn't it?
I can't explain
Takes
that.
everything out of.
But
That's a
I
whole new
said-
ball game. I don't know
Well,
what that is. It's something totally new that.
I know, it's one thing getting voices through a spirit box.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I did not think that these spirit boxes worked, and then now we are getting
I'm leaning towards a pretty
pretty good.
yeah.
No, it's definitely doing. It's been about all that has now. That spirit box. It's been a lot of places. You know what I mean? It's,
You've had it for years, haven't
yeah,
you?
it's definitely.
Where's left to do? I don't know where we're up to now.
We haven't mentioned my nan's.
So yeah, my nanny's right. We did an investigation at the nursing home. I think we did 2 nights there.
We got the REM
The
pods
REM
out, haven't
pod.
The
The
Rem pod
Remy.
went- the Remy went off in there, didn't it?
they? Yeah.
That was a good one, but that's another one that didn't make it. At one point, we were filming 4 times a week, weren't we? Before lockdown.
Yeah.
So we've been to so many different places that just haven't made.
Pool Park, we went there.
Yeah, we went. Pool
Didn't get
Park.
nothing there though, did we?
No.
No, we didn't get anything
Did about
there.
6 hours there as well, but that's not long enough really.
It was around the same time that we did Denby as well. wasn't
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
We've been quite a few places that we just haven't made the episode, but the thing is, the idea of our series isn't to show you everything.
It's to cut out all the boring bits, to show you the interesting bits.
Yeah, and then let the viewer decide what they think. So if we go to places and we don't get anything, it's not worth
Nobody
us
would want to
sitting
see it, would they? Or they'd watch it
No.
and think, oh, that's crap, and won't watch us again.
Yeah,
There's
that's
nothing
it.
worse than sitting there and watching an investigation where they sit with a spirit box for 40 minutes and then at the end of it they go,
No, we didn't get
and we didn't get anything.
Whatever it is between the 3 of us works.
I just want to catch up on film. I've set off for like 15 years ago.
I don't care if it's on film.
Something
I
on
just
film
want to
or
see.
camera.
I just want to be
So
convinced
someone-
there's an afterlife.
So they can't say nothing, so I can say, hand it in, boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Can't say nothing, it's there. So
Yeah.
you send it to all the specialists, all have you, go have it, pick at it, send it me back, got
Yeah.
it, there you go, done and dusted, signed off.
We've seen the shadow figure. So we're boxed on
God,
our
didn't catch it.
Yeah, but we've seen it. So we know that something's there.
Oh yeah.
See, I don't think, at the minute, I'm not sure. I don't not think, but I like, my brain likes to think there is something there. Because it'd be horrible if it was just we were born and we died.
I've
Yeah.
seen too
That'd
much
be
weird
so
stuff
boring.
now, mate. No, I mean,
Yeah.
too much
Well,
weird stuff
a
now.
lot of our equipment going off, you can't explain. Voices, you could say residual. Some of the things we get, you could say residual.
Yeah, but Castle Battlements,
But
that was
when-
intelligent.
We're asking questions and
And
it's going,
to you, just
lighten
to
up, lighten up, lighten
Yeah.
up, lighten up to every question.
Yeah.
The ball's going off, the minion gets knocked over.
Yeah.
So then I can't.
Were you here then? Thank you so much.
Wow.
Do you remember us running as kids? And one of us tripped over the wire outside. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much, that's brilliant.
I can come up with an excuse for almost everything that we get, but I cannot come out with any. I just can't figure that one out.
That light you there, didn't it? That one.
There's no electric. There's no power lines. There's no phone masts.
There's never been any electric there.
And there's never been an investigation there.
It's the oldest place we've been in, isn't it, that one?
Yeah.
By a few hundred years.
And we've been
1300s.
We've been going there. Well, he's been going since he was a teenager.
So I think it likes him.
Yeah. And we've been together 21 years, and you've been
He's
taking
chased me out once. That place.
Yeah.
I was chased out there once. So
we took the kids there when they were younger, didn't we? We didn't go inside though.
no, I've always
That's
drove
the
up to
first
it and never
time
took them inside.
time
Do
that
you know
we've
what's
been
scary?
inside
The
it.
drive up to it's scary enough, don't you think? With all them big trees and the big sign saying "Get out, do not enter" and all that.
But we went 2 or 3 nights, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I think the first night
I want to go back and do a live there, Ida.
We didn't even know that downstairs existed, and it didn't. We've been going there, like I say, for 21 years. You took me all those years ago. We've taken the kids a few times, but I've never been inside. But I've never noticed those carvings. Those
I didn't, and I've been going there as
statues.
many times as I've gone, and they're on the outside of the building.
We only noticed them when we went
the
downstairs.
inside.
Yeah, when we went downstairs, and there's those two that face each other.
2 nights, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I'd seen a history programme on that, and there's similar ones up in Scotland. We got that walking.
He's on the ladders with the camera,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
upstairs.
and he's going. I'm going saying, "Well, where is it?" And he's going, "Well, I can only see that far, but I can tell you now it's there." And it's walking up and down there, just out of his camera's view.
But where he was saying is exactly where we could
While
hear
it's
it.
happening, it's actually happening
hear
while
it,
he's
mate.
saying it. Yeah, that was weird.
Loud, really loud. I was, you know what I mean, next to her.
Second floor is no longer there. That was just the scaffolding that was walking on. That was a good place, and you were getting direct communication. I
And your
remember,
coat goes like that.
you can see my hands are inside my pockets.
The closer you get to it, the lights will light up stronger. So you can. We don't mean you any harm. But the closer you get to it, so.
If you was to move that, you would see your hand move inside
yeah,
your coat.
but it's
your
not
hand's
my-
still.
My coat is longer than where my hands are.
I heard a woman's voice, and
Yeah,
at
you
that
said
point,
you would.
I said, "Go, can you go to the fight?" And the ball was going off at first, and it was answering, and then I said,
Thank
and
you
used
so
that
much,
device,
that's brilliant.
and within 2 minutes,
Absolutely.
boom,
Wicked.
the K2 starts going off.
Mm.
That's amazing for the ball to go off, and then after you've asked it to go to a K2, and then we're asking questions, and within seconds it's replying.
The K2 starts lighting, and Rocky actually says, "Let's show the camera that we haven't got our phones on." So our phones aren't even on. Like you say, there's no. But
We never have our phones
We
on.
turn them off
Well,
now,
we
don't
do
we?
it
On
every-
the camera.
Well, I don't
now.
have one, but you two never have
No
your
one
phones
can
on.
kick off.
No,
Like,
oh, you've only just
got
got
one
them.
now, haven't you?
He's
Yeah, I
got
have
somebody
now,
wants
yeah.
to ring him now. But
just need some friends.
I've got loads on Instagram.
If anyone like his number,
Sorry, on Instagram, and I can't explain it. But everywhere we've been, I could probably think of an excuse for probably 80% of the stuff that happens. Another excuse, do you know what I mean? It might not be right, but I can come up with something. It can't be residual because it's replying to, it's answering the question.
It's intelligent.
So
that
that's intelligent. It's got to be. But then, until I see that figure,
a lot of places I think we've got intelligent responses, like the Poltergeist Farmhouse. That's why I always like doing corridors. I always say to you guys, let's do corridors and stairs because of the amount of
most
people.
active place, traffic.
I think the most active place for me that I've ever been to has been the last one, which has been the Widow's Cottage. That has been mind-blowing, out of this world, the amount of stuff that we've captured there. There's a lot of activity there because it's a farmhouse, but because it's been a pub. Yeah, and I think that's where it's been for 10 years. It was a pub. Imagine how many people have come in and out of there. That's just vamped up, I think, the amount of energy that's been in there.
You could have the owner of that and the owner of the farm haunting the place and the children
And
that have
all
all
the-
lived
going
there.
have areas and loads of different areas of.
Well, we said when we were
John.
there that every night we went, we felt like there was a different presence. That night where we went outside was the only time in the 4 nights that we felt threatened. Like all of us agree, it unnerved us, and it wasn't just an unnerved feeling. It was, you're not welcome.
Yeah,
here.
no,
Go.
100%. I
You
felt
need to
that.
leave. Yeah,
I even said it. I felt
Yeah.
threatened.
and I did. I felt intimidated there.
But how's that? I'm a skeptic. But I can only say what my body's telling me.
But that's the
and
best
that's what
tool
my
you've
body
got.
told me that night. that something doesn't want me there.
Yeah, I was like that for years, mate. I'm only the way I am now because I've seen that much stuff. I'd say 8 years of how you are.
Yeah.
But now for the last however long it is, I know there's something I just need to capture to really prove it. I'm still a tiny little bit sceptic, a tiny little bit still, until I catch it completely.
I think you have to have that scepticism in you. I think that's what makes you a good paranormal investigator. I think you can't just go round
you can't
and go,
just jump every noise. That's paranormal.
Everybody who's honest about it will say that if they sat in their house, they hear noises in their house.
And you sit in an empty farmhouse on your own at night, and you hear some really
of course you will.
creepy noises.
But you don't hear screams.
No.
Yeah, whistles. You don't get.
I've listened to that scream. That's not a fox. It ain't an owl.
No.
Even.
I know it's not an owl, but me being a skeptic, the first thing that's gone through my head, that's an owl.
It's not.
You have to go through.
No,
those
it's
things.
not.
The
I've
one
heard
she
it,
heard, what we didn't hear. I've listened to it on headphones. That's a scream, that is.
But at the time when it happened, my head went owl.
Yeah.
But I've listened back to it. It's not an owl.
We had a conversation about the animals, and I'm saying, well, what kind of sounds like a scream? We say fox, and I said, yeah, but it doesn't sound like a fox. And then we said owl, and I'm like, it doesn't sound like an owl either. There's just no explanation for that whatsoever. So for me, that's been the best out of the season. To top it off, that's been the best.
That and the nursing home,
the first one.
First one we did.
That's always going to be the best, I think.
That's always,
That's ours, you know what I mean? We found that. That's
for evidence, evidence-wise, I think that's...
Is that your best one?
Yeah.
My best one, personally, not just for spirit vision, but as me as a person, is always going to be that shadow figure. Because I saw that. That's my own personal experience. Unfortunately, I couldn't capture that for the viewers.
Yeah.
And to document it as evidence. That's the.
Do you know what? I liked them all. I liked them all.
That's what me. I haven't got a favourite.
I can't really say because as much as the first one we ever did was brilliant, the Battlements was great because it was It was total communication.
Yeah.
And then you've also got the
Widow's Cottage.
Widow's Cottage. That one. That was like the stuff that we caught there is good because we've got devices going off. We've got voices, screams, whistles,
bangs, drags.
People coming that aren't coming.
I know, but not just people that are coming that aren't coming. Specifically, a man and a young boy.
I know, yeah. Someone roll at you as well, run at you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. That's another one that we didn't document. So you're downstairs in the cellar setting up. Me and you were trying to do the laser alarms again. And so I'm standing this side of the door where that REM pod went off, and he's standing the opposite side of the door, and we're trying to fiddle about, and I didn't have a torch. He was the only one with the torch. You had all the stuff downstairs, and it sounded like a barrel or something rolling towards me. Yeah, and it was definitely coming from afar towards me. It wasn't the opposite way around. I ran over to him as quick as my legs would take me. We were only a few feet away from each other. It was that, or that floor was collapsed and that floor was only held up. I mean, I'd said when we went outside, I don't like the idea of going over this floor.
I looked to see if it was the floorboards creaking because I thought maybe it would be that, but the floorboards...
But when we looked in there was nothing in that room, was there?
Well, then being
nothing in the room.
You would have a barrel.
That's what I thought. Well, that's why I don't like knowing the history, because if I knew the history and
it's good to put it together afterwards, isn't it?
So yeah.
You were bollocking me that night. Why have you turned the camera off? And I'm thinking, well, we're setting up. Of course I've turned the camera off. We're not recording. I think we do capture our best stuff when we leave the cameras running.
We catch our best stuff when we're in conversation and we're taking everything lightly.
Yeah.
That's when we catch our best stuff.
I didn't think when we first started and we put that first episode out, I thought that's going to be a really difficult one to top. Like, we're going to go to all these places now and we're not going to get anything. Yeah. And it's just got better and better and better. For me personally, it's got better and better.
Oh, for me it has.
Hope it keeps getting better.
So we've got season 2 coming up.
Yeah,
we've got
roll on
some
season 2.
really exciting stuff coming this season, haven't we? We've got some more sleepovers. I think they're the best ones to do, sleepovers.
Yeah, definitely, by far.
Putting our safety at risk again.
Why not?
Got to be done, hasn't it?
Yeah, so we've got some good stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
Coming up this season. Got to go bigger and better every time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the equipment's getting better.
The equipment's getting better. I think we're getting a bit more savvy on how we're recording stuff now. We do try to record ourselves now as well as the equipment, so that people can see if that does go off, whereabouts we are in the room.
That was the whole point of getting the extra cameras, wasn't it?
But like Rocky said, I'm hoping by now that people know that we're not.
I think, I will.
But listen, people know what channels are out there where they're running around with cameras and then all of a sudden something gets thrown, but the camera's facing that way and the big thing gets thrown behind you. And by the way, they're not running out of the room. They're not looking to go, what was that?
If you were to see that, you would have seen like planks that would be thrown in.
Yeah. If that's what you like, then Spirit Vision is
we're not going to give you that. We're going to give you. That's
that.
why we say keep it real.
Yeah, we'll give you everything that we capture, and then you decide for yourselves. But we go probably a little bit overkill to make sure that we get every spot of the room covered with cameras, so that you can see if that's going off. We're really not doing anything.
And then you have to go through all the.
Well, yeah.
Sarah works the hardest.
Yeah, Sarah has to go through all the memory cards.
Yeah.
On every camera, 5 cameras.
You get the fun bit, you get the hours.
Yeah, I get the hours, yeah. Do you know what I really like watching? And it sounds really strange. The cameras that are locked off in rooms and we're right over the other side of the building. I will sit and watch a camera with nothing on it other than a room and obviously the audio running for hours and be absolutely fascinated.
Yeah, but one day someone's going to walk past that camera.
That's what you got to
I'm
wait
hoping
for.
so, mate. I am hoping so.
But then that's when but that's like when we captured that scream and stuff like that.
It captures on the other cameras as well, so you can go to them cameras to show that it's where we
that's
are.
the best thing, isn't it? Because you know where it's come from by doing that.
Yeah.
That one that we heard in What and All, actually, when we were having a break, and we agreed straight away that noise had come from the end that Lee was standing in. And when you look back on the cameras on the stairs. The cameras were running on the stairs, and that's where the loudest
scream comes from.
I can't believe you didn't hear it. It's mad.
And I was by the door. I was right next
to you.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. We want to talk about the
sleepover.
Yeah.
When we did the sleepover, we had the ball in the box.
The ball in the box.
Yeah, you come up with that.
I don't know where we were. We were somewhere.
I'll tell you where we were. We were at Ivy House. And there
by
was
that
a
door.
And we blocked the door off to stop any draft coming through in case it was affecting the ball. And when you got home that night, you went, what if we put one of them balls inside a box which would stop any outside influences affecting the ball?
Yeah.
Which was brilliant.
And I just thought, if we can eliminate the draft, you thought it was the draft or anything like that, and do you know what's amazing? That goes off on that sleepover.
Inside the box.
Inside the box.
First time we used it.
Because them balls are so sensitive and they've only got to move that tiny little bit and they'll go off.
26 minutes after falling asleep, you can see that the light goes off again inside that box. Times as well, you two have been stamping on the floor to see if that.
We always jump when they're going up. We always jump.
And it doesn't go off.
No,
it amazes me.
But it happened at the Battlements, if you remember. The minion fell over. The ball goes off in the box, but the one above the box that was left doesn't go off. So it's not vibration.
Watch as a minion falls over in front of our eyes.
Got that on camera.
That's the one in the box.
Oh my God. Got that on camera.
That's the one in the box.
Well, that's it. That just proves that whatever is going on in there is inside that box and not that box.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Don't we? We always position ours so the switch is up on the top. Yeah, and we put the box over to stop any outside influences like wind.
I think the key to it is don't put it somewhere where you know you're going to be. So it's no good putting it on a table if we're on a table or
put it on an egg cup in or that truck
that's what you want to do.
Which means it's wedged, nothing can disturb that ball, and then put something over the truck. That would be
maybe that's
if that goes off after that, then you've really got to scratch your head.
I think we should do it with all the tools. Like start with that one, push everything to its limit, like test everything, so when we actually use them, we can actually safely say nothing is
affecting it.
Off,
yeah,
other than paranormal.
So we've got more tools that we want to use this season. We've got the Ouija board that we're bringing in at some point. I personally don't.
I don't hold up any.
I don't hold much hope on that.
I don't myself, but I'm going to try it.
And I think the first thing we do is we get that blessed. That Ouija board needs to be blessed.
Well, they've actually sold us toys, but we'll make sure we're doing it properly. But they are actually sold us toys.
If a spirit, can you manipulate that spirit box?
It can also do it with that.
Then why would it not?
Listen, I know one thing. with us three, I know he's not going to push it.
Yeah.
He knows I'm not going to push
And
it. And I know you're not going to push it. So if that moves and it moves on camera, that 100% is working.
It's not just
That's
that.
all I can
We
say.
know our energies work good, so our energies are what that's running off. So if it works, we'll get that pump as well. Give that a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I think it's going to make. I wouldn't waste money on it for no reason.
We'll have the pump running underneath.
A few experiments that we're going to do this next season.
Yeah.
But there's one that I'm really excited about. So the one that we've built inside the old 1900s.
So your theory, what your theory is when we put cameras out, you think that they know where them cameras are and they avoid the cameras.
Hang on a minute.
There is proof.
Right,
There is actually.
I've seen the science behind it.
So what we've done is we've got an 18th, 19th century camera, the box camera, and we've mounted an action camera inside it. And you don't know that action camera's there. And the thought process is that not only will he be interested in that because it's from years ago, hopefully we can catch something with that.
So it's going to be a lock-off.
Yeah, it's going to be a lock-off.
That's going to be a lock-off. They're really curious about the stuff we put out. So can you imagine? They know that that's a camera. They remember that's a camera. They haven't seen that for years. So let's put it let's put an action camera inside it. Let's lock it off in a room, and let's just see. Look. We are in that realm now of nobody knows what works behind any of it.
There's no perfect way to investigate, is there? Everybody investigates different.
There's no right or wrong way. So you have to try everything. We are trying everything. We're testing everything out. You know, we've got to. We've tried to bring in different pieces of equipment. We try to use them in different ways, in different places, and with us, without us, in locked off rooms. We've tried everything. In order for us to get better and to find the evidence and the proof behind the afterlife, we've got to better ourselves and better our experiments. And if that means by doing something that's not there in the mainstream, that's not done by the mainstream paranormal teams that everybody sees on TV, and it's something that we've invented ourselves, it's got to be done. Like the ball inside the box. I've never seen anybody do that personally.
No.
I have since we've done it.
Yeah, so have I. I've seen it just coming up and being used, but definitely the box since you put it out
since we did
used.
the box, that's been used. Yeah, but that's good though, because look, if Ghost Adventures had done that, every paranormal team would be using it. Yeah. So if we find something that works, then I'm glad that other people are using it as well, because it means that we're on the right track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good. But I think we have got to better ourselves. We have got to get better stuff. We have got to do different experiments in different ways, in different locations. What works in one location might not work in another location.
I want to try totally everything I do. I'll try totally everything.
Yeah.
Just everything.
We're in the middle of building a 360. We're going to try that as well, aren't we, this season 2?
The 360
a
light.
360 degree light sensor that's also a REM pod.
Yeah. I would like you to build a REM pod inside something that they would recognise. A music box, a box, anything.
I think a music box.
Yeah, anything
music box toy.
that they
One
would
of them
know.
wind up toys. Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
So I'm constantly on the lookout for old toys, even if it costs a packet. I just think that is the key. I think as a research team, we've got to better ourselves. We've got to, all right. You can say that everybody's energy is different, so what they bring as a team is different. But if we all have the same pieces of equipment and use it in the same way, then nobody's ever going to move any forward in the field. I'm not saying that we know what we're doing, and there's lots of science that we don't know what we're doing, but we just know what is and isn't working. But we've got to do it. Yeah. I think we've got to do it. And it's exciting times, I think, for what's coming in season 2.
Yeah.
So that's season 1 wrapped up.
Yeah.
Anything else that we want to say about season 1?
That's it.
Nothing else? Have we covered everything?
I think so.
Have we?
Roll on season 2.
Roll on season 2. So, we want to thank all our viewers, don't we?
Definitely.
Because without you guys, just the amount, we didn't think we were going to get.
I can't believe it, yeah, I've been really...
How many views it's having and how much interaction we get on social media is mad.
The amount of messages that we all read through of people that don't publicly send us private messages is crazy.
What we've achieved in under 12 months, if you look at the figures, is just...
phenomenal.
I never thought that in a million years.
I didn't.
Was thinking, remember when we said...
We'd be happy at 400, if we can get 400 people to watch.
Before that, remember that, when we was like, it's going to make 100?
Yeah, we were just happy at 100, weren't we?
Oh, yeah.
First episode we said we'd be happy at 100, then it was...
Then we'd be happy at 2 or 300.
We might get 4. And then we got to 4, and then the next week it was 8, and we were like, whoa. And I think that's about it, boys, isn't it?
No, we want you to carry on watching the season
Oh, of course.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Please keep watching. We've got some more stuff going on, haven't we?
Yeah.
Got to go bigger and better every time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we want to thank everybody. We hope you've enjoyed season 1 as much as we've enjoyed making it.
Imagine going through the numbers. 1, 2, going across.
Do you know what? If that happens now, I'm going to kill you too.
Oh, God.